Hey, rise up, Falcons. Hey, welcome to the 404 Blitz Package. I'm your host, Yosarian, along with my co host, Daryl. I think he's on that side. We'll see. Hey, we're here to run the all out blitz on the topic of the week, the Atlanta Falcons mandatory minicamp. We're going to talk about the takeaways that we have from that minicamp and how everybody feels about it. Hope everybody is doing well. We want to give shout out to Mathis. He won't be with us tonight. His mother had some car issues on the way going out of town. So Mathis is going to go take care of mama. And hey, it'll be all right, bro. We'll see you when y'all get back. All right.
Yeah, come on through. Come on
Yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah. Hey, welcome back to Daryl. Daryl was working working abroad this week, so we decided to just jump on today instead of Monday. And hey, we're gonna have a good time with y'all tonight. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and jump into that chat. I see John T. I see Clay. What's going on? Good evening, fellas, from Northern Nevada. That's what's up. Clay, what's going on, Clay? Good to see you, brother. Hey, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Hope everybody is ready to give their thoughts and just questions you have about this minicap. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Daryl. Sorry.
Oh, hey, what's happening, Falcons fans? It's Daryl, aka Black Jedi, BLAKK Jedi. I apologize that I was not able to do anything Monday. The boys getting their money's worth out of me, so they was putting me to work this week. But I made it back safe and sound. And on the flight home, I was thinking, because 5-hour flight, I was thinking. And y'all could tell Mathis this. Mathis ain't gonna agree with me because Mathis is always wrong in his assessments. But Toy Story, the Toy Story trilogy, is a top 5 trilogy all time, all movies. Is top 5 for the Toy Story trilogy.
Toy Story.
Take it to the bank on that one. And when Mathis come back, we could tell him that, and he will tell me I'm wrong, but I know I'm right.
The Toy Story trilogy.
The
All
Toy
right, top
Story
five.
trilogy, top
Oh,
5.
okay, okay. All right.
Go ahead and put your top 5s in there if you want to. The Toy Story better be in that top 5.
Mm, mm. Yeah, that came out of no.
They always do. Just
Man, okay,
the
okay,
Jedi
okay.
Jedi mind playing tricks on me.
I'm
Jedi
telling you,
mind
man.
playing
I'm
tricks on
telling you. We might let you keep your Jedi card on that one.
me.
All right. What's going on, Georgia, Texas, boy? Yeah, thanks God
What's
it's
happening?
Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's always great. Fridays are great to me because I'm off anyway, so it's always great to me. But yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, good to have you, man. Hey, listen. So the Falcons just finished up the mini camp, the mandatory mini camp, and um, one thing I'm glad to see everybody showed up except the
Mhm.
injured people. And I think Fox had an issue, some undisclosed issue, something like that. But 100% participation, and that goes a long way. You know what that means to me? What that says to me is we got a new coach, new defensive coaches. Um, hey man, a new defensive scheme. I know the defense they need to be there. Um, Also, we were 8-9 last season. We're trying to win something this season. So that means that tells me that Raheem Mars and just the entire leadership group is making it clear. Hey, we need to be there. Also, it means to me that the players are buying in. We
Mhm.
have a good team. We got something good going on. Hey man, let's all get there. Let's all show all of these rookies the support they need. Let's do this thing. Let's show Atlanta, the city of Atlanta, we're trying to really do something. What about that, Darren? What you think?
That's exactly what it shows. 100% participation and 100% buy-in. Well, maybe 99% buy-in, right? But 100% professionalism, I think is the better way to put it, right? Um, you can look at Cincinnati, the Bengals, and see
Hmm.
what they're going
Ooh.
through. And so we thought we was getting the guy that was the problem child, right? He was supposed to be the head case a little
Hmm.
bit.
Hmm.
And yeah, they got they got one on their hands there. But if he come in and perform, so be it. But yeah, um 100% professionalism on our part. I dig it. I really dig it.
Hmm. Yeah, it
Feels good
says a
too.
lot. Says a lot.
Right, makes you hopeful,
Oh yeah,
hopeful for the future.
absolutely, absolutely. It says a lot to me, man. I'm telling you. Um, sometimes it's hard to get that at work. The people could be there, but do we get 100% out of everybody? Then a lot of people, a lot of time, people just call in. They're not sick; they just call in. Hey man, to have 100% participation on a team that, like I said, was 89, but the arrow is pointing up. And if there's anybody out there that's saying the arrow is pointing down, hey, listen, I got a video. We're going to do a video this week, Daryl. Vegas is crazy, man.
What do
Vegas
they
is
think?
crazy. 7.5 win, 7.5 wins this year.
Take
Vegas
the
is
over.
crazy.
Take the over.
Yeah, yeah. Take the over. Hey, we're going to
Take the
talk
over.
about that this week, but yeah, yeah. Um, I believe that the team is, can see it. They can see it. New quarterback, man. Everybody on the offense is stepping up. They're looking like stars
Mhm.
already. Definitely on paper. But look, man, Drake London. I did a video about him. What I believe, Drake London is finna get paid. I believe Bijan is going to get paid. Man, Tyler's going to get paid by somebody. But
Mhm.
man, we have weapons. We have a ton of weapons, and we finally have the quarterback that has the poise, has the ability. Once he gets that touch across the middle a little bit better, it's going to be on, man. So, big things. There are big things. So, Falcons are buying in. I'm glad about that. Let's see what the chat got to say about that. Yeah, yeah. Look at why, but he said, "Hey, smash the over." That's
Yep.
right.
Take the over.
Take that over.
Shoot, that's yeah. Like sometimes when I make that bet, I think, okay, is that my fandom talking, right? Like, is that my heart talking? But 7.5. So saying we ain't even gonna win 8 games? Nah, come
Right.
on now.
Hmm.
Now, and I know they dial it to make it a little competitive to get bets. They gonna get my bet. They gonna get my bet on that one.
Hmm. But I guarantee
That's
that
wild.
number's going to change after the after summer and all that good stuff. Watch, it's going to change. It's going to have to go up some because the Falcons have that opportunity. We got the team to win it all. I totally believe that. We'll see what that defense does this year. But if they could be the top 15, top 10, top 15, it's on, man. It's on. A ton of unanswered
Mhm.
questions. I agree, Clay. I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
If it was two
Now
or
it
three
was
years,
warranted.
yeah, but
The
sometimes they be
last few
right.
years was warranted. That was it was warranted the last few years, but this upcoming season, after what we saw last season and the snippet that we had of Michael Penix Jr., boy, I can't wait. Ah, I can't wait. All right, so y'all tell me what y'all think about uh, that Kirk Cousin interview. We're just really going to be talking about the interviews in this video because, like I said, we didn't. You can't really see much in regards to the mini camps, other than what we see, other than the few videos that the media does put out. We don't know. We really don't know what happened, but the interviews is where we can kind of see where the mindset of our players are at. And Kirk Cousins, hey man, he had an interview. And so we'll talk about that. A few things. Let me see. First of all, Daryl, I'm just glad Kirk Cousins was there. And you said it.
Hey, but we called it, right? And I don't watch a whole lot of other podcasts. I watch, Lady Birds. I watch them. I don't watch a whole lot of other podcasts. It was only a couple sources out there saying that exactly what Widebody said, that Kirk would be professional. Like they were, as a lot were predicting. Number one, Kirk wasn't going to be here. That was a big prediction, and then it's going to be drama. And we were the ones. I think we were one of the ones that was saying, "Nah, Kirk will show up. He'll be here." And
You
sure
were one
enough,
of
I
the
was.
ones. You were one of
Look, it's
the
we. I'm trying to give us all
yeah, yeah,
credit here.
we
We.
appreciate it. But you
Make
never
Way
down
Sports.
appreciate it.
Make Way Sports said that Kirk would show up and he would be a professional. And I saw from I because yeah, I was traveling for work. So I'm in the airport trying to get something to eat real quick, and I can't even hear, but I'm seeing ESPN on TV. I can't even hear it. And I see Kirk Cousins out there throwing the ball next to Michael Penix. I said, wow, look at that. Kirk was a professional. That's what he is. He's a professional. I don't think he may not anticipate on being here, but he maybe he anticipates that at the sign of the first injury outside of the Saints that he's gonna go. That's where he'll be sent. But hey, he said all the right things, didn't he? He said, "Hey, I'm here for him. I'm not going to be a weight on his shoulders. I'm not going, be in his ear like everybody else is. But he knows that if he needs me, he can come to me." Man, that's what I expect from my veteran who is, in his situation. So yeah, good job on Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm. And Clay said he's always been professional, always shown professionalism. Don't know why anybody would expect anything different, anything
Kirk Cousins,
otherwise.
Kirk Cousins just does boneheaded stuff sometimes. Like you remember he headbutted the wall, sprained his
Oh
neck.
yeah.
Right. He came in here talking a little too much, costing us some draft picks. Then when he got hurt, then at the end of the year, he does some things. I question his judgment sometimes. It at spur of the moment. That's what it is. It's those spur of the moment things that I question him. But as far as him as a guy, as a person, and as a professional football player, and as a quarterback, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if Michael Penix was not here, if we had not, let's say we drafted defense last year, number one, or first round, I should say, I'd be on the Kirk Cousins hype train, saying he's healthy. Because I mean, a lot of people forget, especially in national media, seem to forget we were 6-3.
6-3.
And Kirk was NFC Player of the Week. I want to say 2 times in them first 9 weeks, right? He threw for over 500 yards again. He beat Tampa twice.
Beat Tampa twice.
Right. If he does not get hurt, I think that we're singing a very different song about him. So if we didn't have Michael Penix, man, and we just had to ride it out with Kirk last year, I'd be very optimistic and say, well, Kirk is healthy. Let's do this. Because he still got some gas in the tank.
Yeah, he was swag surfing.
Yeah,
like why everybody say, even though he was off beat, but he was trying. He tried. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Yeah. So he was professional. And one thing, I mean, we could talk about the interview right quick, but him being there, I did expect him to be there. I did. And he didn't look like he was pouting or anything like that. So hopefully he'll be just that person that will support Michael Penix. And he said it in his interview. We'll talk about that in a second. Hopefully he'll do exactly that and know his place. Like you said, we do have the best backup in the NFL if needed. So let's see what Clay said. I'm glad we didn't trade him in the division. Don't want to see that Joker twice a year against us. And that's what you said, Darryl. You were talking about when we were talking about send him to New Orleans or somewhere. Send him off.
Said, do not send him to New Orleans because he'll torture us. And don't send him to anybody we're gonna play this year. And right now, the only one I see is Indianapolis, right? Don't send him to Indy. just hold on to him. Now.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I ran into a Falcons fan in LA this week. Yeah, just hanging out with his boys in front of the hotel. I'm walking up, and he had on a Bijan jersey. And I'm like, yo, you a Falcons fan? He was like, yeah. And I was like, rise up. He was like, rise up, baby. We fist pound everything in Los Angeles. I'm like, all right, then, cool. So we out there. We out there. We going worldwide. We going worldwide.
All right. Yeah, it'll be worldwide. Yeah. We must be doing something because we're always in overseas, man. Always playing the game overseas. So must be doing something right. On the scene too.
You one of them. You one of them. Baby.
You really got to be careful up there.
Yeah, boy. Depending on what city you in.
Yeah. All right. So Kurt, he talked about the time in the spring that he took to just work on his body. He wasn't able to be at all of the spring meetings, spring training, and all that good stuff. But he wanted to take time to work on his body so he could be 100%. And he also said that he'll continue that throughout the summer, and then he'll when training camp comes, that's when he'll really lock in on what the Falcons are attempting to do this season. Now, let me see. He also stated that last season, he came back. He played because he thought in his mind that he was healthy enough to play. He thought he was maybe an 8 or 9. He said, but this time in the off season that he spent working on himself, recovering and all that, he realized it took that to actually realize that, man, he was probably just a 3 or 4. In his mind, he's thinking he's a 8, 7, 8, 9. But then afterwards, he realizes, man, I was only about a 3 or 4 trying to go out there and help the team win. So
He's saying before the Saints game, before the injury in the Saints game, he was a 3 or 4.
well, he didn't make that clear. He said in that last season. He said last season, he thought he was. Now he did talk about the ankle, so I'm guessing he was talking about the shoulder. He talked about the ankle a little bit later. The shoulder. So he said the off season, the training, and the recovery. He realized he wasn't where he thought it would be. So yeah.
Because I said, man, if that's a 3 or 4, he threw for 500 something yards against the Bucks.
Yeah, it had to be that shoulder injury because
Yeah,
he was doing all right. Yeah, he was doing all right. He also said that the ankle, the Achilles healed pretty good. The Achilles wasn't the issue; it was the ankle. The ankle had strength. He spent a lot of time, healing up and getting his ankle strong, but the flexibility just wasn't there. That he just didn't have that, and so strong ankle, strong Achilles, everything is nice and strong, but that flexibility just lacked. So hopefully he'll be close to 100% on that, or he feels he's good there. Hopefully that shoulder will be ready. If his number is called, we don't want his number ever called, but if his number is called, it's all good. He also stated that he's here. He's going to only focus on what he can control. So he's here. They asked him, "Hey, man, do you think, we know you want to play. We know you want to be a starter. Talk about that type of scenario." He said, "Hey, look, I can only control what I want. I can only worry about what I can control, and that's out of his control at this point. So the best thing for him to do is just continue to get better, continue to improve." And he also said, "Hey, man, the hope is, the best scenario is in February, the Atlanta Falcons be holding that trophy." So he kind of resigned to, "Hey, look, I'm the backup. I'm going to support Michael Penix. I'm going to do all the things that we need to do to win."
So let me ask you then.
Mm-hmm.
When we play the Saints, we better sweep the Saints, and we better sweep the Saints convincingly both times. So let's say we play the Saints and it's 38-6 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left, and they pull the starters. Do they put Kirk in, or do they put a third stringer in? Like, I mean,
so will he play just junk minutes?
Yeah, well, because but that part that in my head was, you said we don't want to see him, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I said, well, no, maybe I do in garbage time where we got the game sold up. Let's just get the starters off the field. Let's get our backups in to get them some reps. But Kirk don't need reps, I don't think. So do they trot out the third string QB? Do they put Felipe Franks? No, Felipe Franks got cut, didn't he? Do they put what they do? Or you just run the ball, right? You just
That's a good question. Hey, what y'all think? I think he'll get in there. I think he'll go out there to play because he still has to show that he can play. He has to show that I'm able to play. My ankle is good, and I like what Clay said. He had to recover. So he had recovered from the injury, but it takes a while for that mobility to come back. And he didn't realize that was going to take such a long time for that to happen. So yeah, he's got to show everybody else now, because I truly believe he's not, unless Michael Penix just unless he gets injured, it's Penix time.
Mhm,
So I mean,
mhm.
hands down, unless he gets injured, I don't even care if he goes out there and stinks it up a little bit or hits that sophomore wall. They're going to fight through that, and I know the team will continue to push and support him. So Kurt got to show it to somebody else. That's what I believe. Why about asking? Will he play in the preseason? I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, look, we all think that Penix probably needs to play in the preseason, right? Y'all probably need to learn your lesson from last year of not running your starters out there and then just laying an egg in the first game. And we can't afford to lay an egg the first game this year. First game is a division game. So you can't afford that. So they should run Penix out there. And well, you know what? If they run Penix out there, I guess they got to run Kirk out there, right? And then at least one game, and then you throw in who's our third string? Woodside? Is it Woodside? Woodside ain't
No,
even
it's
in there
that
yet.
guy. They just got from LA. Was it LA? Yeah, the Chargers. What was Easton Stick? Stick.
Yeah, stick.
hmm Yeah, Clay said you don't put Kurt back in. Let Penix hand it off. The third string running back the rest of the game.
Just 3 runs up the middle.
Ah! Oh
Just
man.
shot up the middle.
Hey. So man, I don't know about that. I think they'll put him back in. Um, you got to showcase him. I don't think the Falcons just want him to sit on the. Honestly, I don't think the Falcons just want him as a backup quarterback. I think the Falcons want to be able to move him and somebody take some of that money. So they have to showcase him a little bit. Got to showcase him, especially if he's healthy and he's looking well in the preseason or in the training camp. If he's looking good out there, you got to showcase him. That's just my thought. So,
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
that makes sense.
Right, and that's exactly what Widebody said. The second season after the injury always, is that confident year, more confident year. You're right. You are right. So, so do you truly think Kirk is settling as the backup quarterback? He's going to just settle. I mean, just he's going to be good there, even if he doesn't get picked up by somebody else or traded this season. He's just good being the backup.
He's going to be a professional. I ain't saying he happy about it, right? But we all know there's some things in our lives, maybe not in our professional lives, but there's always some things in your life you just got to do. As we ain't got no women right now. As a man, there's just some things in life you got to do, and you ain't got to be happy about it, but you say, "I'm doing this because I'm a man. This is what I'm gonna do," and
Hmm
that's what Kirk is doing. And he ain't happy. I'm sure he ain't happy about it, right? Like,
Right.
what professional football player is happy about being a backup? I can tell you right now, Storm Norton ain't happy backing up Caleb McGarry. He's
Mm.
waiting for his time, right? Because he's a professional athlete. That's how he's bred. Kirk Cousins the same way, but he's a professional.
Mm. Okay. All right. Well, I like what Kurt said during this interview. Everything he
Mhm.
said showed that professionalism, showed all of us as fans that yes, I'm down for the team. Now, I don't know how much we, really trust that or believe it. I don't know the percentage, so but I'm gonna say 77% confident that he's telling the truth, and that's really how he feels.
He
77%
ain't
for
got
me.
no he ain't got no room to complain. He on the same team with Tyler Algier. He has
Gotcha.
no room to complain,
Gotcha.
right? Because he could look right across the locker room and see a dude that ran for 1,000 yards as a rookie and is now effectively a backup running back and out there doing and is out there rushing what 0.1 yards per carry less than the starter. Nah, he can't complain. Kirk Cousins is a professional. He gonna do what he gotta do.
hmm
The wife done told Kirk we ain't moving again.
He said he wants to play, but I don't think he'll be a problem because he's not playing, and that's a great
Hmm.
thing. That's a great thing. I know one podcast was just saying, no, there's no way in the world we should have a backup, have a quarterback of that caliber as a backup quarterback because nowhere in the world will he be really willing to submit and support the other quarterback, and he'd be disgruntled in the locker room. But Clay, I believe what you're saying. I believe that he'll be just fine. He'll do what he says he's going to do. Um, and also, I believe this. Yeah, his wife said they ain't going to move again. Yeah. Oh yeah. With that money I'm making, I'll be. Ah, say be the backup and stay ready, huh? I heard they're gonna keep that iPad with him all the time, throwing those signals in, doing all the work. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, T Terry? What's up?
What he said?
What's up? Yeah, man. All right, all right. So that was Kirk Cousins. Also saw Jesse Bates, him being one of the leaders of the team, the defensive leader. So I focused on his interview as well. And the first thing he talked about was leadership, players being leaders on the team. And he discussed Caden Ellis, and of course, a veteran linebacker and came from the Saints. And as soon as he came to Atlanta, he took it over. I mean, he was the defensive leader, stat wise and just energy. You saw he was out there giving it up for the team. So he took on that he took on that Falcon, he took on that black and red and silver. Hey man, Caden Ellis, he is the leader. Um, got anything different, Daryl? The man, all he does is tackle and be in the backfield and making plays. Seems like he make plays every play. He's on the seat number 55.
He was our defensive player of the year last year. So yeah, he is. I now what they said about what I heard Coach had said about him and Diablo, I thought was a little interesting because
Mm,
I thought that Caden Ellis was like solid in that position. But Coach said that Devon Diablo is out there too. Came in a little bit better than what they expected they was going to get from him. And so I can't remember the wording that Coach put on it, but something to the effect of these two, both of them can be the head of the defense when they're out there. So, but hey, Caden Ellis to me, best Saints pickup we ever got.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Better than Morton Anderson.
I was about to say Martin. Hold on now.
Better than
Hold on.
Morton Anderson.
Oh, you said better than Martin?
I said, yeah, look, man, I'm
I
living
know,
in
I
the
know, I
present
know,
right now. I'm living
I
in the
know.
present, the current. I got some recency bias, but yeah, good pickup, man. Good pickup.
Man, Morton was the man. Hey,
Yes, he
Aber
was.
did pretty good for the Falcons too for those few years.
Who?
Bobby Aber, he was the quarterback for a few years.
Man, bump Bobby Abear.
I'm just saying,
Bobby
man.
Bobby Herbert. That's his name. Bobby
Herbert,
Herbert.
Herbert. That was funny, man. That's funny. I was I know you remember the people the on base you have the normal security, the MPs, and then you also have the ASF auxiliary security force. Though I was an ASF member, auxiliary security force, and anyway, I came out there and they told me to go down. It was it was another name. I can't remember it right now, but I'm like, man, how do you spell? How do you spell it? Because it didn't. Looking at the word, looking at the name, it didn't line up. It didn't line, it did not line. I don't know if it's Pichon or Thibodeau. It was something crazy, man. I'm like, hold on. I had to
Oh,
figure that out.
yeah, you was down there in New Orleans. You was
I
down
was
there
in
in
New
New
Orleans,
Orleans.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I said, man, what? Well, I'm like, I'll go down this. How do you spell it? Okay, I'm good. I'm good. We'll go down there. Yeah, that was funny, man. But Bobby Haber, he did pretty good with the Falcons. For that, yeah. Oh, Clay said, "Hey, give him all the clipboards, that kind of money." Oh, Craig Hayward, I had did good for the Falcons too. He had that Zest commercial for the
Lionhead,
Falcons. Zest fully clean. Zest fully clean.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. He was a performer. He
Mm-hmm.
was a running back.
Mm-hmm.
He was a running back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Jesse Bates also talked about Jalen Walker when we're talking about the leadership. He said that Jalen Walker was the leader of the rookies. You just kind of noticed. He said you notice just he walks differently, he responds differently, he speaks differently, like a true leader. And I'm sure that's a testament to his rearing, his mother and his father, and then but being a son of a coach. His father is a coach, and being the son of a coach, I'm sure that he understands, teamwork. I'm sure he understands um, spending time working hard on your craft. Looks like they were having some technical difficulties. We'll square that away in a second. Um, but putting in that work. So and being disciplined. So being a son of a coach, man, I'm sure he's going to be just carrying himself a lot differently. That leadership is inherent. Yeah. And I'm not sure if his mother is she plays or she's an athlete or not, but just being the son of a coach. You look at Kirby Smart, where Jalen came through the University of Georgia. Kirby Smart, son of a coach, and just see how he just is so different the way he coaches. So maybe the kids learn a little bit about that discipline and that hard work at a young age. What you think about that? Darryl, I saw you having some problems. We were just talking about
Yeah,
Jalen
I was
Walker.
having
How
some issues over here.
yeah, so how just
Yeah.
is it storming over there?
No, but it was just like all of a sudden things. I was in the matrix. I had a glitch and
Mm,
was stuck.
gotcha.
Yeah, but I can hear you. I can hear you coming through. It was just a little bad on the video. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that bloodline
Mm-hmm.
and how coaches typically train their children and so they grow up in it. Yeah, you could tell. You could
Mm-hmm.
always tell. Just like you could tell the son of a preacher. When
Mm-hmm.
when you hear somebody preaching, you were like, that's your daddy, right? That so
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of see it in through different things, through the bloodline. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the natural leader of the rookies and in my anticipation, probably the natural leader of the defense,
Yeah.
in a couple years. So, hey, it's good pickup. Good pickup, Atlanta. Good pickup, Terry.
Yeah.
I call
Great
you
pickup.
Terry now. Yeah.
Great pickup. And he was talking about, not just on the field, but in the locker room, how he handles interviews. The guy seems like he's a veteran, man. Says
Mhm.
all the right things. I know he's been trained well. So, and everybody's excited about Jalen Walker. So am I. I'm excited about him and Pierce. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Jesse was talking about all the rookies. Um, He also talked about the coach, the coach just coming in with a new flair, new flavor, man, just bringing that intensity to the team. The defense is, I mean, they really want to get out there and do some great things. Double digit sacks. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
really? Like this year?
I believe it. Look, man, check this out. I was thinking, you see how many edge rushers we have? And I know
That
Smitty was talking about Braylon Trice and his opportunities this season. We have a ton of edge rushers. I believe they all are going to make the team. Hey, man. And with Nate Ollie, the way he's talking about, hey, send them. We're coming. You're not going to know which way we're coming. Man, these boys could they can have a ton of sacks. If we come like that and we're able to rotate, a la, a la, a la the Philadelphia Eagles or the Philadelphia Bulldogs, just continue to rotate them, keep them fresh, keep them coming. Hey man, boy, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. OT Terry says it's gonna be Emery in the third, the third or fourth string quarterback. Oh, he's gonna be his future backup with Emery Jones. Oh man, that plays in. And yeah, that's right. For one, finally, we have some depth. Finally, man, the way they drafted this season just blew my mind. I see the defense being one of the top 10. I see if we come out like I anticipate. Mm, mm, mm-hmm,
I'm trying to see if a team has ever had two rookies with double-digit sacks.
mm. While you check for that, Jesse also talked about Helms, man. Helms.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, hey, he's the enforcer. They call him the enforcer out there. So, man, you know how in hockey, there's always that enforcer. If the if the main guy takes a hit, the forward takes a hit unnecessary. You got that enforcer. He don't have no teeth up front. He may have 3 teeth in his mouth, and he coming all on the back teeth. he got 4 teeth in his mouth. They all wisdom teeth. hey, he coming for you. That's DeMarco Helms this year, y'all. DeMarco Helms. The new Scott Case.
Got all 32 teeth.
Hey, man.
4 in his mouth and 20 in his pocket.
They still under the pillow. Still wouldn't get that cheese, boy. That's crazy. But yeah, he talked about him, said he's looking real good, healthy, and they just expect him to be a major enforcer. Boom, boom, pow, however you want to call it, it's coming. So, with that being said, I looked at a little bit earlier yesterday. I took a look at projected defensive starters, and I can't remember where I got this from, but it had Morgan Fox, Rook. But looking at secondary, Jesse Bates, Jordan Fuller as the free safety. Well, that might be. Yeah,
that's going. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to stick, bro.
Yeah. He had 54 tackles in 9 games. Of course, he's been oft injured, but for the most part, he's a decent player. Man, the way Helms played as a rookie had me so excited for last season. And it was a shame that he got injured, but it had me so excited. If he could come back healthy, man. Alabama, oh yeah. So anyway, I'm down with Helms. So that was Jesse Bates. That's what he talked about the most. Leadership, certain players, the rookies, and he talked about Helms. Yeah, that's what he talked about. Also, saw AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell spoke a little bit, and what I got is he just talked about Coach Ulbrich and the style of defense we're going to play. Just the expectations, how the front 7 has to kind of marry with the back 4. Mm-hmm. And if everything works out, man, it's going to be a crazy year. He said, we got the players. Now we have the coaches. And we can beat up on Jimmy Lake all we want. But the truth is the truth. He just was not ready. He wasn't ready. He didn't have the pedigree. I'm sorry. Get that right. He did. I want Tony to jump on here. But Tony, I tell Tony, he's borderline disrespectful, man.
Not the pedigree. You know
the criteria. Oh man, I think all of us understood what Kid was trying to say. Hey, well, Tony be borderline disrespectful. Anyway, but yeah, he has the criteria. Let me put it like that. Um, the boy can hit. I'm sorry. The coach can coach. The coach can coach. Um, he has a history of making good players, developing great players. They have the Jets have always had a good defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they may have a terrible offense, but they always have a decent defense historically. So if we could get a little bit of that, I'm good. What's going on, Wallace?
What's happening, Wallace?
Hey, it's all good. Just jump on in here. You know what we're talking about? Talking about these interviews that the Falcons gave um, for this mini camp. We were on Jesse Bates, what he was saying. Now we're on AJ Terrell, and how AJ was just really talking about the coach and how he's going to change some things, how he's going to make that team, that defensive team, be a lot better. Hopefully, I'm hoping top 15. Top 15, we're going to the Super Bowl.
By week 3, starting. Mm.
Mm. So okay, why about it? So you saying, okay, White is the bigger? Yeah, he's the bigger, right? White is bigger, so he'll be like the strong safety. So you think Watts is going to beat out Helms? Now, I can see Billy Bowman, fighting it out with D. Alford for that nickel position. I can see that.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about that, but
Mm-hmm.
hmm, Watts beating out Helms? I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't. I mean, we'll see.
That's a good problem to have. That's a good problem to have, right? Like,
Absolutely.
you got your guy that you say, I know he's gonna do good things, and then you get a rookie that comes in that can beat him out. Hey, I mean, it's good for us as fans. So I take it. If he better than Helms, he better than Helms. Start him.
Yeah, that's
I'm
another great.
concerned with Helms getting hurt because Helms play kind of old school.
Yeah,
He
rock 'em,
he
sock 'em,
played
baby.
yeah, he played torpedo like just throw his body out there. So that would be a concern. But I
Hmm.
mean, I guess as long as he's doing it in a legal way. Mm,
Hmm. So Wallace said at least top 12 if we could pick up that defense. Um, pick up the scheme like the Jets. Amen. Top 12. And I think we have the players, man. Like I said, I like the depth that we have at outside linebacker or edge rusher. I love that depth.
mm,
They're talking a lot about uh um oh god, what's his name? The linebacker, the defensive end that never did play from Oregon, um Dorless, Brandon Dorless.
Brandon Dorless.
They're talking about a lot about Dorless. His size, they're gonna play him at end. So top 10 or bust. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
But they're talking about playing Dorless at end along with Harrison, going to push him back out. So I look forward to seeing Harrison being that big end. I just don't know about Dorless. We saw nothing last season, and
Yeah.
like I said, that's not a knock on Dorless, but the way Jimmy Lake ran that defense last season and the scheme, it just did not match the personnel to me. It didn't match the personnel. We needed a monster in order to run that scheme. So. But we'll see, man. I look forward to seeing what Nate Ollie. Look, all he does is produce what top the sacks 40 and up. 40 and up. That's all he does. 40 and up, man. I haven't seen any of his teams dip lower than 40 sacks. And the last time the Falcons had 40 sacks or 40, it was 42 back in what Abraham and Patrick Kearney them back then.
Yep.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Because
Rod Coleman, them guys.
even when One Hit Wonder had 15 and a half that year,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't break 40.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He was the only one out there getting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have to figure it out. Some of these players are, but they could be the top 10 by year's end after they jail. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I have a hard time seeing these little Little bitty letters, man.
That's called old age. You
I'm
remember
telling
when
you,
we
man.
was reading
I
them?
want to be dead up on it. Like, okay. I'm back here like, what? Get my binoculars. Oh, that's what he's saying. Had to figure out. All right, so he said they'll have to figure out what some of these players are, but they could be top 10 by year's end after they gel. That's what he said. I had to open it up, open the screen. I think I'll do that going forward.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah, Doyle, his frame is built to play DN. He's like about like Rook, right? About the same size, same. I think he's a little bit shorter than Rook, but the weight. He's not a big nose tackle, but he can play that in and that five technique. So yeah, look forward to seeing what they're gonna do. And that's what AJ was. He was just really talking about the Coach Jeff Ulbrich, and I think that's what has me most excited about this upcoming season. Just to see what the new look defense is going to be about. Is it going to be sack happy? Is it going to be? Are they just going to be able to get the teams off the field and three and out? Are we going to be a 3-and-out monster? Or are we going to be sack happy, making plays, getting turnovers when it counts? Maybe I'm tired of hearing that bend and don't break junk. I want some dominance. I need
Mhm.
dominance, man. Tired of that bend, don't break, let them move down the field. They're running the clock. They having all the time, the possession.
Mhm.
Uh uh
Mhm.
uh 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 uh. Get them off the field and leave that quarterback walking off the field with a little some of that plastic in their head, some of that rubber in his. It used to be grass, but I know you could get some of them rubber pellets in your helmet. I need some of that stuff. Man, what you think about that, Daryl? That
Yeah,
defense got to be. What do you expect out of the defense? Just because
you
of the
had
coach.
me. You had me wondering though. I'm like, which would I prefer? Right? Would I prefer a team that was monstrous on the sacks, or if I would prefer a team that was monstrous on the three and outs? I mean, yeah, I take both. I take
They both
the
of
three and outs and the three and outs and they get a sack on third down every time. I take that.
take that.
Right. So yeah, but man, I'm expecting big things. I can only imagine how Coach Ulbrich feels when he comes into the role and he knows that this was a bad defense. He comes into the role and he knows he's replacing a friend of the head coach. But he takes the role anyway. And when they draft, they say, here go some new tools. Here go two first round tools. High caliber tools that you can use now. Right? Go make it happen. He got to
Mm-hmm.
be like a kid in the candy store. He got to be like coming up with schemes in his sleep, saying that man, I could put him here, I could do it with this. I got this guy, and we got all these guys that were unproven from last year that are coming in. It might be a little too much, but hey, like Luther said, never too much, right? It's better to have too much than too little. So I'm excited. I'm really. I don't know. Like I don't know if we see two double digit rookie sacks. I don't know if we see that, but I do expect at least what Wallace said to be top 12.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and, and then if we get what Widebody said top 10, I'm ecstatic because we
Mm-hmm.
know the offense should be clicking. And so if
Mm-hmm.
you top 6 in offense and you top 10 in defense,
Super
that
Bowl.
puts you
Super Bowl. Super
you
Bowl.
know. So
Talking crazy like Mathis, man. Talking
yeah,
crazy.
you're taking Mathis place right now.
I'm gonna be 18-0. Hey man, we don't even play 18 games. Hey, that's how good we're gonna be. That's Mathis, man. Super stars. Man. Yeah. Wallace said he thinks Coach Ali is going to be the make the big difference. I believe
Mhm.
that too, man. He's going to turn that defensive line into something. I love the fact that he says they're going to be attacking on every play. We coming. We coming. I like that. It kind of reminds me of what Dion said. I'm coming. I got my Gucci with me. I'm bringing Gucci. I know you don't like Dion, so I had to throw that in.
Look, I don't like.
I know you
I
don't
it
like
ain't that I don't like him. I just don't like him. That's all. I can respect.
him.
I can respect, but I don't like that dude, man. Look,
Yeah. Clay said he wants to be monstrous on that that sack number. He want to be big on sacks, and that causes a lot of 3-and-outs.
yeah, that's what I said, Clay. That's what I said. Let's get first and second down, and then let's get a sack every third down and walk off the field.
Yeah, but don't give up. Don't have 60 sacks in the season, but give up 75 points a game. Big
Well,
plays. How about that? Big plays. You get a sack every possession, but then still give up a touchdown. We don't want that. We don't want that.
you don't want that.
But the sacks breed mistakes. Sacks breed
Mhm.
mistakes. Those hits, man, they just keep adding on and adding on. Listen, okay. So I told y'all I'm a high school official, right? A high school referee. So
Oh, white hat coming on. White hat.
white hat. 2 years ago, y'all remember the number one quarterback coming out of high school was the kid that ended up going over to Nebraska. Uh, he was scheduled. He was slated to go to Georgia. He was committed to go to Georgia. His name is passing me right now, but one of the greatest quarterbacks. He kind of reminds you of Dylan Raiola. He kind of reminded you of a baby, Patrick Mahomes. He kind of crafted his game after Patrick Mahomes. Man, he put up crazy numbers that year, crazy numbers that season. But I just so happen to have one of his games. I just so happen to have his last game, him and KJ Bolden together. Last game. And he's a monster now all season. Hey, man. They gave up 10 sacks. They gave up 10 sacks. He played well. He did great, man. But all I remember, I'm like, man, he's on the ground again. They were all over him, man. So those sacks pile up, and Grayson ended up beating Buford. Those sacks piled up, man. So it was on. It was on. So sacks mean a lot. Sacks go a long way. They make you think. But yeah, they gave up 10 sacks. So this great quarterback with all these yards and all this and that. Hey, boy, them balls are ready to play. Why Body said, give me the sacks. And T. Terry said the Jets didn't have a nose tackle. They just had a lot of big defensive tackles. And that's cool. That's cool. That's what we have. Some big boys, but that can move. He said, hey, Coach Ron, I know. Oh, let me open this thing up, man. He said, I know Lake was your boy, but he needs to be on the boat, not coaching this top 10 defense. Need to be on the boat. That's right. So with what you said, Darryl, earlier about the coaches knew that they had a bad defense and needed to get better. Not only that, I believe that the players, that's the biggest thing. The players are going to buy in mainly because of that. You bringing in new defensive coaches, hey, man, your job is on the line, my boy. Mm-hmm. Your job is on the line. So you better come on in here. That's why everybody was there. You better come on in here and get this. The coach said, I know I got a lot of good players, but, man, they're going to have to show that they're ready to play with them. Mm-hmm. So straight up. And yeah, like you said, and the fact that he was able to run his friend off, saying a whole lot. Yeah, he said, Wallace said, I hope they keep the 8 defensive linemen, 8 deep on the roster, so they can keep fresh bodies against the starting opponent's O-line. And yes. I agree. Okay, so how are we going to pull out 53 players? We need to look at that, Darryl, one day next week, figure out how that's going to work and who, because we want everybody to play, man. We want to keep all of the outside linebackers, the edge rushers, and at least 8 deep on the defensive line. Now, Wallace, is when you say 8 deep on the D line, are you including the outside, the edges, or are you just including the down linemen? Not the outside linebackers. Let me know.
Now, if you're not including the outside linebackers, you're looking at Fox, Aurora, Anyamata,
Mm-hmm.
Harrison, Street, Dorless,
Mm-hmm.
Taquan Graham,
Graham.
and then somebody else, right? One, two,
There's
three,
another
four,
name.
five,
I have
six,
to look at
seven.
this.
You got London LaCale. You got
LaCale. LaCale London.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
LaCale London, Simeon Barrow. Yeah, that's linemen. Now, I mean, if we're not counting the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason,
That's
we
doable.
ended up with, I mean, if everybody lives
That's
its
doable.
potential, we got that's a good rotation to
Mm-hmm.
keep jumping on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm. And
Real good
like I said,
rotation.
one thing I really love is having big ends. Got to
Mhm.
have big ends. Oh yeah. Just he was talking
Just the
about the
down
down
lineman.
lineman, just the
Yeah.
down lineman. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
said LaCale
that's
London.
not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad at all.
it sounds good. But now will we be able to keep? You're talking about Leonard Floyd, um, of course the rookies. That'll make three. We're talking about Arnold Ebiketie.
Mhm.
Malone is Darius Malone. That's five. You're talking about Trice, Braylon Trice. That's six. Who else we got?
Some line if we do that with the defensive line, linebackers gonna get left out. Because looking at linebackers right now,
Yeah.
Jalen Walker,
Mhm,
Arnold Ebiketie, Braylon
mhm.
Trice, Troy Anderson, Devon Diablo, Josh Wood. So I imagine Josh Woods would make it.
Yeah.
Kay Nellis, JD Bertrand,
JD
Caleb Johnson, Leonard Floyd, James
Floyd.
Pierce Jr., D'Angelo
Mhm.
Malone. Some of them gone. Some of
Yeah,
them sitting on the
some of
practice
those are
squad.
gone, but those
Yeah.
big names are the ones I'm really worried about.
Yeah. So
I
then
believe
if that's
JD
the
going to make
case,
the team because of what he did last season.
yeah.
Either on that special teams for the most part, and then just a great backup.
So then you saying that's Jalen Walker, Troy Anderson, Caden Ellis, Leonard Floyd, Arnold
Hmm.
Ebiketie, Devon Diablo, JD Bertrand, James Pierce Jr. So you got to have Braylon Trice in there.
Trice. Hmm.
And then that means Malone is kind of left out.
Right. See, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting training camp. Real interesting. Keep Simeon.
Mm. So so we're gonna only be keeping four middle linebackers. So what? Troy. I led with Troy. Troy, Caden, Diablo, and Bertrand. Probably so. And you can always use Jalen Walker as a floater if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to use that term, going back and forth. Uh, Lakel London has gained weight. Whoa, up to 335.
Ooh, 335.
Okay, okay, okay. Ran that nose tackle. Yeah, we did need beef. Now we do miss the
Hey.
beef. Yeah, that's a good size there. That's a good size. Special teams
Yeah.
from Malone. And yeah, it's just so funny how that as soon as that kid gets in, man, he makes plays. I don't know what the deal is, but when Malone gets in the game, he makes plays. It's just funny. Maybe I'm sure the coaches see what we don't see, but what I do see is a playmaker when he's in the game. So anyway, is there anything any of y'all wanted to talk about in regards to the mini camp? Anything else that y'all might have picked up? Jalen Walker there actually spoke as well. He had an interview as well. I didn't dive deep on that, but he said that Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman are elite players. That's what Jalen
Mm.
Walker said. So as a rookie, you played for the University of Georgia, and all Kirby Smart talks about is, hey, if you are either elite or you're not. So I think, Jalen Walker understands that word, elite. And he's saying that Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts are elite. So, hey, man, who
Hope
said
he
that
right.
earlier? Watts going to be, who said both of them going to be
He
starting
said going to be starting by week 3.
week 3? Who
Said
said
both
that?
of them.
Was that,
That's wide
might have
body.
been Clay, wide body? Somebody said it, and we're going to see, man. We're going to see. He said by week 3. We are going to see. I hope so, man. Hey, I love it, man. Just to have this depth and have a team full of players that can play, but now they have to compete for playing time. New coach, man. Show me who you are. I don't care about what you did before. Show me who you are and show me how you can work in this new system. See how you could be effective. Hey, I'm down with that, man. Yep,
Yep.
already, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what Jesse Bates said. He talks like a leader. He walks like a leader. He just looks different. So I like that. UGA. I always got to throw that out there. Old Georgia Tech Daryl.
Hey, so I was in LA and talking to this dude, and he knows about the podcast, right?
Oh,
So he was like, "So, is your podcast just Falcons, or do y'all talk all like Georgia UGA too?" I was like, "Them two talk UGA. They talk UGA. I ain't giving UGA no dang props." But yeah,
yeah, we'll dive in a
uh,
little bit deeper this year, especially coming up to the season. We'll talk a little bit more college football and all
yeah,
that good
college
stuff.
football.
Yeah, man, that's going to be some good stuff. Hopefully, we get a chance to go check some stuff out, man. Go out there and have some fun with them boys. We'll come to Georgia Tech too, Daryl. I mean, that's our little brother. As a kid,
All
that was
right,
the
you
only games I could go to, man. As a kid,
right.
hey,
All right.
you get in for
Yeah,
free,
look
sit on the
now.
front row. Hey, man, you
Look
might get
now.
a chance to play.
You act
Hey, man,
and you
come to
got
some
some
games you
cleats.
might play. Don't be
You
mad when
got some
coach look
cleats.
at you, man. Huh?
Look, look. You acting like y'all blew them out, like y'all blew us out.
No, not last
It,
season.
it, it
Give
was
it the,
eight. It was
the
eight
other seasons, yeah.
overtimes now.
Yeah, you right. Y'all had your chance. You blew it. You
Okay,
choked
okay.
it out.
We gonna see.
We
We
gave
gonna
you a
see.
chance. Realized you didn't want it, so the dogs had to go ahead and take it from you.
We gonna see. Y'all hear him talking, right? Y'all hear him. Y'all hear him. What's good, Josh?
Yeah, what's going on with Pitts? Yeah.
Another injury? Or you talk about the same injury?
Heard he got the same another injury. We're gonna have to check that out. I didn't hear that. I know he had that foot going on,
Yeah.
so we'll take a look at that.
Strained muscle in his foot. All I'm saying.
Okay, same thing, same thing. Clay said he think Pitt's been hanging out with Troy.
Yeah.
Hey man, they gotta
Look,
stop hanging out with Troy, man.
Clay, look,
Troy,
Mathis in
hey,
here.
Troy
He ain't
from
got to come
Montana, man. You know them boys, they rough and tumble, man. They like to climb mountains and do all the good stuff. So uh, we appreciate that, T. Terry. That's right. Bulldogs all day. All day. Foot injury, yeah. So
yeah, strained muscle in his foot.
yeah.
As long as he there by training camp in the middle of July,
Mhm.
I'm good.
And you know
I'm
it's
good.
so
I ain't
funny.
even worried about it.
Everybody's still talking about trade possibilities, trade rumors, and all that. Trade possibilities and trade rumors, even around Kyle Pitts. I'm kind of done with it. Until I hear
Mhm.
something, until they say he's been traded, I'm done on that. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm actually just resigned to hoping that he does well this year. And I think the Falcons will be able to use him this year. If he's healthy, Michael Penix, what I saw at the end of last season, just saying, man.
He had some. Oh wow, he had some. A couple good games last year, like that game against Tampa Bay in Tampa. He's he's got it. I don't know how they're gonna get it out of him, but it's in there. It is. He's got the ability. He's got the
Hmm.
gifts. We'll see what they do. See what the OC does this year with him.
Hmm. So let me ask you a question. We about finished with this video. Let me ask a question. I did a video this week, and I appreciate y'all checking it out and giving me that like. I know I got a lot to work on. Still trying to get used to talking to this camera without talking back and forth with Daryl and Mathis. And that thing, it looks easy, man. That thing harder than you think. I'm up there, man, trying to. Oh god. Anyway, y'all laugh at me. It's all good. Um, but I did a video about the possibility, hey, of Drake London being the highest paid wide receiver in the history of the NFL, and I really believe it can happen, man. Because if you look at Jamar Chase's last two seasons, they lining up with Drake London's season last year. In 23, Jamar Chase had 100 receptions, 1,200 yards or something like that, and I think 7 touchdowns. Last season, Drake London had 100 receptions, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Now, last season, of course, you saw Jamar Chase went off 127 receptions, 1,700 yards, and like 14 touchdowns, 14, yeah, something like that. I believe if Drake could get anywhere close to that, 120, 115 receptions, 15, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns. It's very doable that he can be the highest paid quarterback. I mean, wide receiver in NFL history. Jamar Chase is
Is
making
he?
40.25. I believe if they can extend him next season, they'll extend him at the end of next season. It can happen if the Falcons are willing to pay that kind of money. But man, I see it happen, man.
You think he could get 1,700 yards?
With Michael Penix, yeah.
Because
See, we had to say with Michael Penix.
yeah, with
Penix is
Michael
the
Penix.
key.
Yeah,
Penix is the
but
key. 3 games he had averaged 117 yards with Michael
yeah,
Penix. The rest of the season it was 65.6. Think about that.
I just look at Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase takes the top off, right? You know, like he's a threat to go to the house. And I see Drake as oh dang, yeah. Yeah,
Drake
I think
had the
Drake
third
makes
most first
yeah,
down receptions
yeah.
in the
I think
NFL.
Drake make but Drake don't take the top off. Where Drake get his touchdowns is in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Like 10
Mm-hmm.
yards, and he's a big body because what was it? What was it? Penix that went to him and
Twice, back to back.
they had to go and was like, and you could tell when they got to the huddle, they was like, do it
Do it
again.
again. Run it back.
Run
Mm-hmm.
it back. And it was same play and hit him. 1,700 yards is a lot. Well, all right.
He
We'll
had
see.
1,200. And look, just think about it. He had 1,200, but it didn't even look like 1,200.
It did. That's what's
It
throwing
didn't
me.
look
It
like it.
did. Like when you tell me he had 1,200 last year, I'm like, dang, when? But then
Right.
as I rolled through the tape in my head, I'm like, okay, I remember that big play. I remember that big play. I remember that one. Uh, yeah.
Add
1,700.
just add 4 more 100. No, add 3 150-yard games. He got it.
That's a lot of yards.
Add 5. Add 4 125 games.
Let's
It can happen, man.
the only
Or
thing that
close.
was
Maybe not get that number, but just close in that realm. Every year
if
the market is resetting.
yeah, I don't know if the Falcons would pay him that much.
Saying that's exactly what Clay said.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's it.
Falcons won't pay it though. Maybe this year's new. Maybe this is a new thing. Because look at the way that they drafted. We said it'll never happen. We said it'll never happen. We did when we were at the barbershop
Yeah.
and it just kept getting closer and closer. We're like, what is about to happen? Come on. And then on the way home, you hear them jump back up into the first round and get
Man,
Pierce. What?
that's when I knew. That was when I knew they were serious. That's why I said, okay, this organization just took a serious turn. And what's crazy to me is every place else in the national media, they crushed the Falcons for that.
Mhm.
They killed them. They were like, "Oh yeah, it would have been a good draft if they didn't overpay."
Mm.
Overpay. You got a first round draft pick this year
Mhm.
for a first round draft pick.
Mhm.
You got a draft pick on credit. And I think sometimes we kind of overvalue future draft picks, maybe, you know?
Right. We do. Forget that. You don't know what they're going to turn out to be. Look at
Yeah.
the look at the Falcons' history, man. Really?
So yeah, I that's when I knew. I said, okay, this organization just got real serious.
Hmm.
If
And they drafted the top players. They didn't just draft. They drafted two of the best players in the SEC, hands
Mhm.
down in the nation. Really? Boy.
Let's see. Let's see.
T. Terry.
I-
It won't be a question right this year. T. Terry. Hey, he's one of the best wide receiver, hands down. That's what Michael Penix said. Drake is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He said it. Go ahead, Darryl. I'm sorry.
No, I'm excited about that. Like the more you got me thinking about it, with Drake, y'all gotta forgive me. I like offense. I'm an offensive dude, right? Uh, I, no, they won't pay him. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I just don't think they'll pay him that kind of money. You talk about 40 a year. That's a lot of money on
So,
your wide receiver.
so let me ask this: are you willing to let him walk?
No.
Because he's going to be worth it. The market value increases it. If his number, you don't, if his number is the same as Jamar Chase, if he's even close to that, the last those 2 years, I guarantee his group, his agent, they're going to be comparing those last 2 seasons with Jamar Chase. Hey, Jamar got paid this. My guy did this, the same thing. We want this. The value going up, the salary cap is going up. That much, if okay, they're going to try to extend. They're going to have to extend him. If he has a
Gonna
great
have
year,
to. They're gonna
they're
have
going to
to.
have to extend him. But I can see them wanting that kind of money. You can extend him for that kind of money, making him the best, the top paid wide receiver, or allowing him to hit free agency in 2026. It's up to you.
Mm. So we got Arthur Blank's son coming in here.
Hmm?
That ought to be fun. That's what he
Josh
said, right?
Blank.
Josh Blank.
Oh, really? Is that what he's just saying? He just
Yeah, he just talking.
he's just talking. I like Josh
Yes,
Blank.
yes, why, yes. That's what they act like. They act like we traded back up to grab Kyle Pitts.
You would think he want to reset the market. He seems to be a team guy. He settled for 30, 35. Man, ain't no, that sounds great. Sounds so great to be a great player, a great guy. No, them boys want that cheese, man. They want that market. They don't care about resetting the market. I just want my money. Hey, it's all about the money, honey. If I'm the best, pay me like the best. I'm just saying, if my numbers match what the top players making, I need to be one of the top players. So I made the
And so
statement
that's gonna be Drake one year and Bijan the next year.
next year. Yeah. Can you
But
do it?
you gotta keep Bijan. You
You got to keep it.
cannot let you cannot let Bijan walk.
So Tyler is gone.
You have to let Tyler, because Tyler gonna get an offer. Somebody
Tyler
gonna
gonna
say,
get
hey,
some money
12
there,
mil.
honey. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody gonna say 12 mil. And again, if you've been a fan of it, if you followed us for any length of time, you know Tyler Algier is my favorite running back. Like right now, and possibly
Yeah.
he's coming to a status of, like top 5 favorite running backs for me of all time, just because of how he runs. He is a violent, a mean, just a bowling ball of razor blades runner, and I love that.
Hmm.
So if he leave, I can't even blame him, because he got to start. You can't keep that guy on the bench.
Right. And he was what, a 5th round pick?
Yeah, a fifth
Yeah.
round pick
Fifth
out
round
of
pick.
out of
BYU.
BYU, out of
Yeah.
Utah, the state of Utah. Who knew they had him out there like that?
Who knew? Who knew? Man. But yeah. Um, I'm excited for the season, man. I can't wait until at least preseason. I'm probably going to watch every preseason game this year. And normally I
Yeah.
may glance at it. I'm just that excited, even though I know we won't see some of the better players playing. But the depth, I'm so I can't wait to see Jalen Walker and even Nick Nash. I want to see how he looks. Is he a clone of Drake London? I want to see that. God, I
Mhm.
can't wait. Goodness gracious. How many days we got? Like 90? Less than 90 days? Let me see. What's it? June, almost July, August, September. Oh, hold on.
It ain't that
Man, we
far
were
away.
because in August they play the first
Yeah,
first
we
preseason
month
game.
we month and a
Oh yeah,
half
so
out.
we about a month and a half for some football. Yeah, I'm ready. What is it? Tyler will go to Pittsburgh with his old coach. He looks like a Pittsburgh Steelers player.
Don't he?
Don't he?
Don't
He
he?
just he just looked like that.
Don't he?
For real.
He just I mean
He just looked like yeah.
there's that one play against Carolina where he was mic'd up and he hit the hole and they jumped on him and he pushed the pile and you can hear him in there. He was
hmm
cussing at him. I'm like, man, that's a football player. That's
hmm
old school.
Old school. Yeah. Yeah, he looks just like
But
a Pittsburgh Steeler. Golly. Ain't that something? I hope he has a great year so he can go and make some money somewhere
yeah.
else. The Bus Jr. Ah, the Buzz Jr. Oh, mentioning the Bus Jr. Listen, I was a referee, y'all. I'm a referee. How about I got to see Jerome Bettis Jr. play football? And he plays over there at Woodward Academy. I did one of his games. And all I
Hey,
was saying,
that,
at halftime, we were like, man, number 4 is killing them. Number 4 is, I'm like, man. Then they said, that Jerome Bettis son. I'm like, goodness gracious. Wide receiver. Hey, the truth, man. Every time he touched the ball, everybody should just take a knee so they won't pull their hamstrings. Just take a knee. Because he gone. He's gone. So hey, y'all look up. Hey, did he I think he committed to Clemson. Might be wrong, but hey, the real Buzz Jr. Oh boy, he's gonna be something else.
oh,
But
he looked like a
anyway,
skinny version. He looked like a skinny version of him too.
you pulled him up. Hey
They
boy.
put him
Hey,
up in,
hey,
in
listen,
his
you
face.
check out some of his highlight tapes. You'll see me in there. You'll see the kid.
They said they said Notre Dame.
Notre
That he
Dame.
committed to Notre Dame.
That's right. I should have known that. That's right. Amen. A whole nother beast, bro. Whole nother beast. But yeah. All right. Well, hey, that's pretty much all we got for today. I appreciate everybody jumping on with us. Clay, T. Terry, Josh. Let's see, of course, Wallace, of course, Wide Body, of course. As always, like I said, we did say Josh. Um, who else did I see earlier? Mm, that we had our usual crew. Yeah, Jonte, that's what's up in Georgia, Texas, boy. We appreciate you. Yeah, hey man, we appreciate all y'all support, man. We're still trying to grow this thing, still trying to learn, and we're moving slowly, but y'all, man, we just appreciate how y'all hanging there with us and you always chop it up, make the thing fun to us. We don't want it to be a job. We just jump on to have a little fun, and like I said, hopefully, this season, oh man, we'll be able to do some things, get out and mix and mingle with you guys, have a whole lot of fun, help grow this channel. So just go ahead and right quick, go ahead and match likes on all of your devices and share it with some friends. Share it over your YouTube, share it over, I'm sure, your Facebook and Instagram and all of that good stuff. And tell somebody else about us, man. We just trying to have some fun. All right. So
We we gonna start putting out these smaller videos, right?
mhm. Yeah.
So when you see these videos pop up on your feed, just go ahead and give it a quick watch. It'll be, with 30 second to maybe 2 minute type
hmm
of videos. We just talk real quick about the Falcons. So those will be
hmm
coming out sooner too. So just smash the like on those so that we can get this thing keep it moving.
Hmm. Also, hey, hit us up and on email at makewaysports@gmail.com. Makewaysports@gmail.com. Hit us up with your email so I can send you a link. I'm still trying to figure out how the Ladybirds actually post a link. And hold on, it says share your referral link. Let's see, hold on. Oh, okay,
Y'all all
okay.
about to get a link to dial
So
in next time.
yeah, so next time, hey, anybody can just jump on. I would love to have y'all on, man. Since y'all always join us, let's jump on. Let's make this thing something big. Um, and let's help grow this thing. We need all of your help, all your support. We appreciate you. Let's get out of here, man. I'm gonna keep talking junk. All right, hey, we'll see y'all later, man. See y'all next Friday. Y'all check us out throughout the week. You'll see the new videos. Check us out. Hit us up. Give us some comments. Give us some thoughts. What y'all want us to talk about. That makes it a lot easier because a lot of time we're like, what we talking about today? Hit us up, y'all. Y'all be safe. Be blessed. Daryl.
Stay dirty.
And
Stay dirty again.
stay there again. Hey, man, I always messing something up.